What's good, YouTube? I got a little story time. The reason why I've been gone, I've been so busy. I've been doing shit. I've been up and down, working on this Hondeezy and shit. I told you I was gonna work on the Hondeezy last video, so here I am. This is the update. Honestly, by the title of this video, it was a fail. So that's why I'm here to tell you guys. It was the first time I had done this. It was the first time I had done a transmission swap by myself, or for myself. Not by myself, for myself. So I had done it. I had done the transmission swaps, with my friends. I had helped them do their transmission swaps. But they already knew what the fuck they were doing. They had already bought everything they needed, including transmission, every single component like clutch, flywheel, pressure plate, you name it, half shaft, all that, shifter cable, everything. They had everything. And I wanted to learn what all of that was like, how all of that was like, because I wanted to learn and I wanted to know everything you needed and everything you needed to do and able to take out a transmission, whether it's automatic or manual, especially an automatic, and swap it to a manual. So that's what I did. I bought that Accord with transmission slip problems. I tried to fix it and I couldn't get it fixed. I put it in the computer, an OBD2 reader, not a computer, an OBD2 reader. The OBD2 reader told me it was solenoids, and it wasn't solenoids. So I fucking went and I replaced the solenoids and nothing happened. So I went ahead and got a transmission for it, bought, and all the components, at least. The guy that sold it to me, he had mentioned to me that everything that he sold me on the kit, not the transmission, the kit, he sold me the transmission and the kit separately. The kit brought the shifter, the clutch pedal, the half shaft, the reservoir, about a few things, like five things. So it was still missing like the fork pin, the pressure plate, the flywheel, the clutch. It was missing all that shit. And why did I let it go? Why did I trust this guy? Because I had asked him more than once, probably more than twice. And I looked at him in his eyes and I made sure, I was like, are you sure that he told me that everything that else I needed was in my automatic transmission, and that I just had to put it in this one, and it was bolt on, basically. It was bolt on. Everything that you already have in your transmission. You just gotta put everything together and everything is bolt on. You shouldn't need anything else. So I go to my homie's house, Bob. We start getting everything together. Stay to the last, bro, because the longer you stay here listening to this, the better it gets, bro. The very end is the best fucking part of this shit. I get to my homeboy's house. I couldn't do it on my complex because they complained, so I went to his house. So obviously I'm not gonna leave the car there overnight. I'm not. This is like a same day type of thing. My boy and I had done this shit before, especially my boy. He's experienced and he's done it a whole bunch of times. But while I was doing this, he was at work. He didn't purchase anything. I was the one doing the purchasing. So he wasn't there. He wasn't able to be there for me to get everything. So I went ahead and got it by myself. So the motherfucker tells us all that shit, and then we get to start working, bro. We fucking take apart the motherfucking manifold. We take apart all the fucking sensors. We take apart, the air intake, everything, bro. Starter, not everything, but like mostly everything, motor mounts and everything. And once we're there, about to take the fucking transmission bolts apart, we realize that it's not identical, but one bolt. Everything is the same, but one bolt. It's not gonna fit like 100%, but it's gonna fit. So After that, we start questioning everything because we just saw one difference. So we're like, it's obviously not completely the fucking same. So if it's not completely the fucking same, then it's probably not gonna be like that inside. So we start questioning it, and we start calling it like one of our Honda boys. That's when the Honda boy literally just tells us straight up the truth. Bro, you're missing this, and that. Like that stuff in the automatic transmission is not gonna fit in the fucking manual, whatever. Like you're still missing this, and that. Like you gotta get the pressure plate, flywheel. You gotta get the motherfucking clutch. You gotta get the fork and the pin. You gotta get the pin for the fork. You gotta get a few things, my boy. Like, don't expect it to go in without all that other shit. I start hitting up the guy that sold me the transmission, and mind you, I already told you what the kit brought. He sold me that shit for like $300 with like 7 things still missing. My boy, if you watching this, bro, just be honest with people, bro. That's all you had to do. Just be honest with people. I wouldn't have gotten mad. I would have just gotten the rest of the stuff to complete it. I would have waited and avoided shit from happening. What? Like wasting my time. Bro, he charged me $300 for all that missing shit. Incomplete kit. Plus $500 for the whole transmission. 5-speed manual transmission. So I'm start hitting up, and he tells me that he only has the pressure plate. Then he starts sending me a link. I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I gonna do with links? I don't want no motherfucking link, bro. Call one of your boys up. If they have it, find it. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Whatever. Obviously, he didn't have it. So I'm over here looking at Marketplace to see if I can find somebody. I find somebody. The dude answers mad late. Mad late. It's already almost midnight, bro. It's like 10:30. And he lived like almost 40 minutes away, so I still had to go to the bank, then go to him and pick all that shit up. And when I was gonna come back, it was gonna be like after midnight. And that was the time that we were gonna get started on the transmission swap. Because, mind you, I took all that shit apart. I still haven't taken the transmission out. That was gonna take time. So I started calling on my brother up. By the time he gets there, is when we find this guy. So we just decided to put everything back together. On the way, while my brother's on his way, we eat something, blah, blah, and we start putting everything back together. We finish at like 6 in the morning, bro. When the sun's coming out, everything's back together. We start up the car. Everything was closed when I went to go get transmission fluid. So I got the transmission fluid from 7-Eleven. Alright? I put that bitch in my motherfucking transmission, and I started up. Bro, when I started up, the car's overheating. Like the thermostat is above the middle, bro. It's almost at the high mark. So I'm like, alright, fuck it, turn it off. It's probably because it doesn't have enough. It didn't have enough fluid. So we go get more. We go back to the same 7-Eleven. We go back to the same 7-Eleven, bro. Guess what? They don't have any more. I go to the second 7-Eleven. Guess what? They don't have any more transmission fluid. I go to the third 7-Eleven. And they don't have any more transmission fluid, bro. So what do? I go to a Wawa gas station, which was the next one. They have the transmission fluid that I had originally put in that transmission. The one that was meant for it. It was Valvoline oil, not 7-Eleven, Valvoline. So I'm like, all right, this is better. So I pour it in there. I buy like 3 of them bitches. Just to make sure. I buy like 3 of them bitches. Bruh, I pour this shit in there. Pop 1, pop 2, a little bit of the third one. Because it was still not mind you, when I'm pouring, I'm also like warming up the engine, turning it off, checking the dipstick. If I know it needs more, then I add more. And then I turn it back on if it needs to be turned back on, because the engine has to be warm. I made sure the engine was warm. You know, I'm doing this the right way. So making sure the engine is warm and turned off, because it's a Honda Easy, I go ahead and check the dipstick every time. It needs more pop. It needs more pop. I had already put 3 bottles, and it still needed more. So I'm like, all right, 4th bottle. It's an automatic transmission. 4th bottle. It still needs a little bit more, so I put the 5th one. Fuck it. And that's when it's in the safe zone. I grabbed the 3rd bottle, the 6th bottle, and I'm like, it's still not all the way at the top, where's like the max, but it's in the safe zone. So I'm gonna just pour a little bit more, and that's it. I left it alone, less than half a quart. I just pour a little bit, just, you know, just to be safe. I checked the dipstick, everything's fine, bro. The dipstick looks good, amazing. And when we started, still overheating, bro. Still overheating, bro. I look at the fans are not kicking in. I'm like, what? What the fuck? We didn't even touch the fucking fans. I turn on the heater, you know, the AC. And the AC fan starts working. It's cooling down a little bit. So I'm like, you know what? If that one's working, the other one has to work. So I'm like, you know what, bro? Fuck this shit, bro. It'll be alright. You know, I'm thinking positive. It'll be alright, bro. It'll be alright. Just drive it, the fans, to see if the fans start kicking in. Because you haven't even driven the shit. Yeah, it's been on for like 10, 15 minutes. But you haven't driven this shit. So let's just drive it. Let's get it on the road. It's ready to drive. You turning on the fans, like, it's cooling it down a little bit, bro. Long story short, bro, I get on that motherfucker. I start it up. I don't even make it down the block, bro. Maybe a little, maybe a couple feet, bro. Maybe like halfway through the block. I'm driving. All of a sudden, the transmission go. That's it, bro. GG's, boys. GG's, chat. If you want to see the clips of it, go on my Instagram, Young Crizzle. You're gonna see it, Young Crizzle. You're gonna see the clips, bro. It's part of life, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody gotta say, bro. You win and you lose some. You win and you lose some. I took a L that day, but it made me stronger. Anyway, as long as y'all learn from your mistakes, bro, that's all that matters. I lost the transmission, y'all. I lost the transmission. I put the shit up on Facebook Marketplace like a couple minutes later. I'm on my way home. I've been up for 24 hours. 24 fucking hours. By the time I get home, I already found a fucking buyer. People were talking about I'm on my way. Right? I'm like, first come, first serve. But everybody's like, I'm on my way, bro. Only 2 people show up. So, first guy show up, he's already putting in the trailer. Second guy shows up, I explained to him, you know, if this guy gets it on the trailer, he takes it. If not, you can go ahead and try. You can wait here. Anyway, whoever gets it on the trailer gets to take it home. The guy started seeing that this other guy was making progress. He was making it onto the trailer, and he left. Gets it on the trailer. Once it's halfway on the trailer, I'm already signing a motherfucking title. He gives me the cash. Boom. I help him out. I get the car on the trailer, and I leave back home. I go home. I go to sleep. I wake up at like 8, bro. All of this happened at like 7:30 in the morning, bro. 8 o'clock in the morning. Some shit like that. I go back home in the morning and I go to sleep. I wake up at like 7, bro. I wake up at like 7, 8. I'm telling my mom the story, blah, 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 and I go back to sleep. I go to work the next day. I get a message from the nigga that sold me the transmission. Talking about some, oh, you're selling all the parts with it too? I don't even know if he said too. I don't even know how he said it. You selling all the parts too? Or you selling all the parts together? Let me know. I'll buy them from you. I'm like, bro, this nigga's so random, so weird, like so sus. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm like, all right, bro. If you buying the transmission, then that's cool, bro. But I need all my money back. So he's like, I got a guy that wants a transmission. I'm gonna have him hit you up. He hits me up. The guy leaves me on red. I guess he doesn't like the price. I don't fucking know. Then, a few minutes after that guy leaves me on red, the guy that sold me the transmission hits me up talking about some, where you at? He sold me the transmission for $550. I'm like, yo, if you want it, $600, bro. He said, I got the $600 right now. I'm like, all right, man, come through. He took a while to come through, nigga. I closed the shop and everything, bro. I finished. I'm almost about to clock out. Nigga, I'm still on the clock when he pulls up, but, you know, the gates are closed and everything, bro. The shop is closed. So, I'm telling him, yo. He pulls up. I'm not telling him anything. He pulls up, and the first thing he says, yo, you wouldn't guess what happened. You wouldn't guess what happened to my TSX. My transmission also broke. And in my head, I'm looking at him like, how the fuck do you know when I haven't even spoken to you afterwards? After he told me he didn't have the shit, I stopped talking to him. Because I don't need him, bro. He's just wasting my time. I don't need him. If he doesn't have the parts, I don't need him. You already wasted my time. I don't need him. So I wasn't even talking to him. I didn't even tell him anything that happened to my car. I didn't tell him, yo, my transmission blew. You're a dick. You're an asshole. Wasting my time. I'm gonna have to sell my car. I sold my car. I didn't tell him nothing of that, but he sat there and he said, yo, the transmission on my TSX also broke. He had a 6-speed. When he sold me the transmission and the transmission parts, the way that he drove off was him on first gear on ref limiter, you know, doing a burnout. You know how the Honda boys are? But he liked to race. Right? So he pulled up on me and he told me that his TSX transmission literally just boom, blew the fuck up, racing. And in my head, I'm like, yo, how the fuck do you know that my shit also blew? Niggas, bro, you gotta stay safe out here, y'all. Niggas be plotting on you and you don't even know. Haters be there all the fucking time. Closer than your friends, bro. Sometimes, and you don't even fucking know it, bro. But he been plotting on me, bro. He been spying on me. He been watching my every move, and I didn't even know. A whole grown-ass man with a whole kid, bro, and a wife. If you treat others like that, I wouldn't even want to imagine how you treat your wife and kid, bro. I wish him nothing but the best. I took the $600, gave him the transmission. I ain't even let him touch the transmission. I grabbed the bitch, I put it in his truck, and grabbed this fucking $600, and he left, bro. I ended up getting all my money back, but it was a learning experience, y'all, and I wanted to share this with you guys so you guys can learn from it. I hope you guys learn from it, and I hope I explained it the best. I try to explain the best way possible, and yeah, bro, I'm not fully upset, but in the moment I was very upset, you know, and it made me stronger. It made me learn a lot of things, and I appreciate the experience. Whether it was a bad experience, I don't care, bro. I still got to learn from it, and next time I know that it's gonna be 100 times better. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to fucking say. I hope y'all enjoy it. Please learn from this. Please learn from me. And if you're laughing and if you're a hater and you're happy about it, I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. It is what it is. You thought I was gonna hide it from y'all? It is what it is. I don't give a fuck, bro. I lost the motherfucking Honda. But I will be back. I will be back. And that's for sure. I love y'all. Have a great day. Keep building cars. Keep being the best version of yourself. And fuck the haters, bro. Simple. Shout out to Soul Illuminati, bro.